Let's bring in journalist and filmmaker Ami Horowitz. Ami, this was an incredible mission to have these two astronauts, Barry, Butch, Wilmore and Suni Williams, return home safely. It's a triumph for SpaceX. It's a triumph for the Trump administration and for America.
Yeah, no question. And can someone get that woman a hair tie, please? I've been seeing her for a year with her hair up like that. Like, I can't stop thinking about that Lawrence O'Donnell clip. Oh, my God. We need more cowbells. Oh, that's all I can think about. Look, you know, SpaceX, right, versus NASA. I mean, the numbers are so stark, it's unbelievable. SpaceX is 10 times faster and twice as cheap as NASA. SpaceX has 1% overruns on their projects. NASA has 90%, okay? And they keep banging on Elon Musk. This is the man who created 3 industries, not 3 companies, 3 industries, and not like 3 like cottage industries. Electronic payments, electric cars, private space industry. This is the guy we're talking. He might be the most accomplished man in human history. Yet they don't want him running a department in the government. This is what the problem is with Democrats, Rita.
It is, and it just occurred to me, this entire mission just tells you so much about Biden's America compared to Trump's America. All that cost and expenditure with NASA, sending these 2 astronauts for a week, having them stranded for close to 10 months, Biden administration refusing Elon Musk's help to bring them back earlier because they thought it would be a boost for Elon Musk and Trump if it happened during the election campaign. So it just speaks of the, big bureaucracy, waste, inefficiency, incompetence. And you would think Elon Musk, with this achievement and then the others you noted, would be a hero, but among the left, he is as hated as Donald Trump these days. They're attacking Tesla dealerships, they're vandalising random Teslas. Trump is calling these attacks a form of domestic terrorism.
Do you consider this an act of domestic terrorism?
I think so.
Why?
I think that if and when they catch the people, and I hope they do, the good thing is they have a lot of cameras in those places, and they've caught some already having to do with that. I think that you will find out that they're paid by people that are very highly political on the left.
Ami, the New York Post reports anti-Tesla protests. Some of them are being fueled by a Democratic mega donor whose ex-husband is one of Elon Musk's closest pals. So that sounds a little bit personal, but I'm not suggesting she's behind any of these fire bombings or acts of vandalism, but the destruction and the activism that's turned into violence here is quite disturbing and almost reminiscent of what we saw during that summer of love with the BLM riots.
Yeah, it is disturbing, and we're going to see a lot more of it, unfortunately. Look, the Democrats, they're such two-faced hypocrites. It really makes me sick, right? Hate Elon Musk, but they love their billionaires. They love their Jeff Bezos and George Soros and J.B. Pritzker and Tom Steyers, and I can go on and on. Their list of billionaires is long. Might be longer than the Republicans' list. And they're going after. Yeah, and they're going after Elon Musk. Look, the president used that term domestic terrorism very specifically, right? Because while there's no actual federal crime for domestic terrorism, 33 out of the 50 states, in fact, do have it listed as a certain crime. And what you're going to find is you're going to get a hefty sentence if you're convicted under that for the same, essentially the same offense. You're burning a car, just on the street. Normally, you might get a few months in prison. Burn a car because you're trying to make a political statement and scare people and create terror in your community, you might get 10 years to life. So they're using that very specifically, and I'm all for it. And I think, the BLM riots, those are all, and frankly, even on the right, I want to see all. If you're committing acts of terror, I don't care if you're from a jihadist in the Middle East or you're in the United States, you will pay the price, and I expect that to happen to these people.